Alright, this time we have a roulette, something that's quite rare on my channel, and it's against X something X TSI something. Blah whatever, I don't care about his name. I'll link him in the description though, and he's one of the guys that's helped support my 300 sub special. He was the one that gave me the revow set, although I kinda have to save it myself, but I don't care. We did have 2 battles off screen, but I played like a total jerk there, so we decided not to upload it, and we have a roulette because I felt like I owed him something, so here we go. He gets a Tropius lead, I get my Venom Saw lead, and this Venom Saw is one of my oldest EV pokes ever. Like, it's nothing really special because this Venusaur was mine back when I didn't really care about novelty, and you can just imagine how long ago that was. So basically it's nothing special. I toxic this incoming Umbreon because I was so smart and predicted a switch. Now I go for the lead seed for the Toxic combo, the Toxic lead seed combo. I just call it the Toxic combo. But no, he has to be a dick and pack Heal Bell, so now I'm kinda thinking, alright, there must be a reason why he sent it out against a Venusaur. He must be able to do something to me. Now, I'm kind of thinking that I have to stall out his Heal Bell PP because I know that his Heal Bell PP maxes out at 8, and even without PP max, my Toxic has 10 PP. But unfortunately, it misses, and now I decide to change my mind because PP stalling isn't really that nice. And I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to be nice to your opponents, but I am such a nice guy. Love me, people. Love me for who I am. Never mind. I'm just gonna go to my Wellington to burn it, just to soften out its hits, because I have absolutely nothing to hit the Umbreon super effective with, and I'm positive that it has Swift. So my only alternative right now is to go to my Will-O-Wisp, which is, by the way, PP max to 24. And I can go for the Will-O-Wisp, stall out his Heal Bell PP, and soften out his hits all the while, and now he does show that he has Swift, so I am such a smart player. Anyway, I'm just gonna go for the Pursuit here. I meant to go for the Punishment, but I misclicked, and I'm not gonna make any excuses for that. Except for the fact that both Pursuit and Punishment are black buttons, and they both start with P. How am I supposed to tell them apart, man? Anyway, he gets his Rage Streak because of my misplay, because I was such a douche, and for some dumbass reason, I just play stupid against him. Anyway, he finally gets some confused hacks, although with the burn and the curses, he's not gonna be smacking himself too hard, and now I am just gonna go for the Punishment. He is not going to get the chance to whiff, so that's very good news for me, because I can finally take down this stupid Umbreon, which is clearly inferior to Glaceon, because Glaceon can just, I don't know, Specs Ice Beam, Specs Focus Blast, Choice Banded Close Combat, you know, Glaceon can do all that. I mean, yeah, Glaceon can do all that. I'll prove it to you, Pokesef, ha. Anyway, that stupid thing finally goes down. He sends out this Weavile, which kind of makes me think it's the Sub Punch Weavile like the set he gave me, but I'm not gonna stay in to find out because I'm kind of fearing the Brick Break. But then again, he might predict my switch to Venom Saw and then go for the Ice Punch. Either way, the safest bet right now really is to go out to my M4, my physically bulky Blastoise meant for OU, and I was so lucky he picked my Grass and Water type walls. I mean, they complement each other so well. I have such a solid team, I have to thank him for that. Anyway, out comes this stupid thing. I don't want to stay in to risk taking a Grass move because that Weavile is looking pretty threatening right now, and I want to keep my M4's health up, which is why I went to my Hunter Type R, my first modified Hunter, and I don't really think he has anything to take the Brave Bird, not that I've seen it yet even if he did have it, so I just went for it. Kablamo, that thing dies. Anyway, I'm gonna save my Hunter Type R for later. Unfortunately, he does decide to be a dick and predict my switch and pursues OHKOs after I switch, which leads me to think that he's Choice Banded, but I still cannot be certain at this point. I'm just gonna go for the Hidden Power Fire again. It's originally meant for Scizors because, as I've said, this physically bulky Blastoise, is meant for OU with Scizors, Mancers, and all that, you know, and Rapid Spin. Anyway, out comes that stupid Hitmonchan Lee. Not that I'm gonna take any chances with it, and then, which is why I'm gonna send out my Venom Saw because, well, I'm certain that he is choice in somewhere, and if he's life orbed, then I don't know what I would have done. basically I would have been swept, I think. Anyway, just to scout out his choice item, I go for the protect, he goes for the ice shot. Now I'm kind of predicting him to predict me to switch into something. That's why I'm gonna stay and go for the sludge bomb. It hits this incoming Torterra. He's probably predicting a switch to my Blastoise, but I'm not gonna play that obvious, man. So I'll cast this Torterra. It hits me with an Earthquake, stab Earthquake, base 150 power. It hurts like hell. I mean, yeah, I know I'm supposed to be expecting it to hurt, but for some reason I just wasn't, because I was hoping at the back of my mind that it's a bulky one, but turns out it's not. I go for the protect after debating whether I want to switch or not, and I just went for the protect. Now I'm kind of hoping that he'll go for the earthquake again, but he decides to make a smart play and Stone Age me dead. I must have taken too much time to debate switching last turn, which might have given him the idea that, hey, X Square might have another what am I saying? X Square might have another flying type that he might want to switch in, therefore I should go for the Stone Age to screw him over. So yeah, he screwed me over. But I screw him over with a Pursuit, and there's nothing he can do to save his Torterra there. And there's nothing I can do to save my Wellington there. And Wellington gets stabbed with a Garden Fork and it dies. Anyway, I'll cast my M4, my physical wall, because I really well, I can't really explain it. My Venusaur's not gonna take that close combat for shit. And -2 special defense. Surf, stab, not gonna kill. What? I'm sorry, that just is wrong. And to rub it in here, he gets a crit. And now I'm really thinking, oh crap, this is it, man. I decide to go for the sludge bomb because he might predict my protect and go to that Weavile. And if he goes for the Weavile and gets a choice bender ice punch off, ow, man. And all I have left is my Chomperia. I think you guys haven't seen him for over a year. Basically, he's part of my mono-type ground team for this guy who is sitting's mono-type tournament. And after I lost that match, I never really used any of these guys, which is why this set is so stupid, as you shall see for yourself now. That's right, people. What you just saw was Rockwrecker, and here I thought I had the most epic ending to a game ever, except he has a last Pokemon which happens to be a effing Rayquaza, and I had to go and pick a Rayquaza. But I can't complain about it. I did agree to include Ubers. He was smart, he didn't pick any Ubers. And I hate Mud, I hate Rayquazas, I hate Mudquazas. So that's a good game, TSI. Goodbye, peoples.